Hey, JC here. So let's talk about how we're getting along here. An update on making Thailand green again. Well, the update is, now keep in mind I've never done anything like this before. And you see I have a big job ahead of me here. The goal is to reforest this. Because now Thailand is all, monoculture. And so this is what they do to the land. And I want to reforest this, but also grow vegetables and fruits and everything in the meantime. In other words, become sort of self-sufficient. If we can actually eat off of this, sell some products, and forest it at the same time, that's the goal. Now, this is all new to me, and I've never done anything like this before. So it's very challenging. And it's even more challenging because we're so far off the road here. Hello. That's one of the reasons we want to be here. It's because people are friendly. Not like in the West, where people are afraid of talking to strangers. You can actually talk to strangers. But anyway, back to the land here. We're off the grid. We're so far off it would have taken about $45,000 to bring electricity to this piece of property. So that's not going to happen. This land was actually owned by Nat's relative. And they had asked us for years if we ever wanted to buy this, and we said, no. Well, we bit the bullet here. Now, the good thing is Nat's parents live next door. Now, I put some solar into that house and, put a well and everything, so we have some utilities that we can work off of. There's a bathroom there, and so while we're developing this, I can stay in a room in the city, the town, community that's close by, about 15 minutes from here, 10 minutes, something like that. And it's less than $100 a month for a one bedroom with air conditioning, hot water, and everything. Now the update here is, as you can see, there's nothing here. It's just like clay. And rainy season's starting. Now, am I going to be able to cover this whole thing with trees and everything? Not on your life. The budget's already really thin just looking at what we have ahead of us. So we'll see how we're going to pull this off. But the idea is to eventually have a house, a pond for some fish, and then start filling this up piece by piece, area by area, with large hardwood trees, growing the way they do with what's called Symtropic, is what I'm hoping to do anyway. And that would be growing timber trees, lumber trees, to forest this. So when I'm not around 20 years from now or 30 years or whatever, Nat will be able to sell off hardwood, which would be teak and mahogany and some rosewood, stuff like that. Hopefully these trees will grow. While we're growing those trees, we're also going to plant other kind of trees and then garden and fruit trees underneath those and try and fill this up. Now, I'm going to start out small and we'll see how it goes. So this was all these potatoes, you see these, I think we call them yucca. They call them manioc or something like that. Anyway, they fill this up. That's what was growing here before. And so what I've told them is, okay, we'll go ahead and use part of this, put the potatoes on there so we can generate a little bit of income, and the land is being used. And then I'm going to start, I need to put a driveway in here. First of all, check this out. If I put my foot down, you couldn't drive a car in here now though. So we need a driveway, check on the pond, fill up an area where there eventually might be a house so that the land has time to settle, but it's elevated a little bit, and then start planting. So that's the scoop. That's where we are now. One of my members in the member site turned me on to a video of a guy that's about, I guess, an hour, 2 hours from where I am, who's planting. He's in rural Thailand, outside Buriram, and he's planting, I think, permaculture. So he wants to grow his own vegetables and everything as well. So we want to grow our own organic vegetables and fruits, try and sell off some in the market if there's any left over, and make this green again. Because one thing I got to tell you, if you're living in Thailand, and it doesn't matter if you're in the city or where, we as Westerners do things differently. Not necessarily better, but different. And that's very noticeable when you go to do something while you're living in Thailand and the locals are saying, what are you doing? Or why are you doing it that way? So they're used to monocrops. They're used to the land being like this. Well, to pull off what I need to do, I need to make this more fertile. And so we need biomass to do that, to make mulch. And so we're planting eucalyptus, and we're going to have banana trees and some grasses, hopefully, that I can start cutting and laying down as I plant vegetables and things like that. And hopefully those larger plants like banana and stuff will help shade the vegetables and everything while they grow. That's the idea of Symtropic farming. So we're biting the bullet. I'm not sure how much we can get, how quickly we can do it, but we're going to start working on this. And you're going to come along on the journey and see if we can turn this into something like Thailand used to be. Now, we went and bought some trees already, and I'll see if I can grab Matt, and she can tell you what we got and how much we paid for. The trees were pretty inexpensive. It was a great deal. So we've got a lot of trees to plant. We've got a lot of seeds for vegetables to start growing, and we'll start in one bed and then expand that out and see what we come up with. Now, let me see where Nat went. Gopa! Gopa! Mayu! Hey! I have some questions.
Yes.
The trees and everything we bought,
Yeah.
how much did we pay for all these trees? We have teak trees and mahogany trees and
1,100.
mango trees. 1,100 baht for all this, basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of trees for that, and we'll start planting those. A lot of eucalyptus,
Yeah,
right?
we plant already.
How many eucalyptus did we plant?
ที่แพลนไปแล้ว75
75 eucalyptus trees we've already, and those will be cut for biomass to lay down. As they start to grow, we'll be cutting the leaves and stuff off so that it fills up, so we can use it as mulch along with banana trees. We're still looking for the banana trees to start planting as well. And we just got some manure, so we can help fortify the soil when we start planting. And we'll put this down, then we'll put some seeds down, some plants down, and then mulch over it. Now we got 65 bags of manure. And how much did we pay for that?
only that 1,000 but for people put in the bag and bring here 2,500.
Yeah, for everything 2,500. Now the manure itself was only 1,000 baht for all this. So that's the way to do it. Take the pickup truck, load it up ourselves, right? Mm-hmm. And we can get all this for 1,000, which is like $30. But because people put it in bags and brought it here and everything, this time it was 2,500. So we're learning as we go. But that's the scoop. That's the update, right?
Yes.
Exciting?
Yes.
Yeah. Today was actually cloudy. It was nice. So the rains are starting, and we're hoping we're going to have the people come out, I think, tomorrow they said they were coming today, but it never happened, which is typical for Thailand. But they said they were going to come and check out and tell us how much it was going to cost to put in a pond that we'll be able to put some fish in. So I need to lay all this out, where the pond's going to go, where we're going to plant, where a house is going to go in the future, and everything, the driveway. So that's what's happening, and we'll be updating you with the cost of a pond and anything else that's coming up. And so come along on our journey with us, and we'll see how this goes. But it'd be nice when we can actually grow our own fruits and vegetables, right? Yeah, and we'll be hopefully going solar, so we'll be putting in some power and stuff like that. And in the meantime, we'll be able to pull some water from the well that we have here, and we have a bathroom if we need it for emergency use. Right? All right. So there you go. That's the update. Talk to you soon.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Make Thailand green again. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See ya.
Always option.
Yeah, always an option. See ya. JC and that out. And the family. Hey, JC here. If you like that video, make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel here. Also, we have another video up here you're going to be really interested in watching as well. And if you're looking for all the details of how to retire in Thailand in one place, plus a group of people to support you, check this out over here. Give it a click.